What's going on, everyone? So AMC, last update of the week before the market closes, and currently right now in the morning AMC is trading at $52.66. 56 now, but either way it's up above 50. Volume is actually 120 mil, and there's actually a lot of new news updates that I'm gonna share with you guys today. So in terms of price predictions and that matter, it's Friday. A lot of option contracts are going to expire. One next week, and then also in the 6/18. So technically, I'm going to wait until that day occurs. And then we can see some more volatility. But right now, let's go ahead and let me show you this interesting post I found on Twitter. So check this out. So this guy tweeted, and then you can go back and check and confirm if you want to. But basically, he says that FinTel rates say AMC has a 99.9% short squeeze score and a number 6 ranking of the other stocks for the essentially high risk / probability of a short squeeze. So what does this say? Well, based off this data, it seems like we are going to experience a short squeeze, if not already started. So from what I've seen, they say these shorts haven't covered yet, but I mean, apparently based off this data, these numbers, if these are accurate, guess what? That is literally the entire point of the research that we've been looking at for the last few months. So what does that mean? Well, I'm sure if you guys have been following along, you know what that means is if everyone decides to hold in, everyone doesn't sell, or I'd say a majority, obviously not everyone can hold, but if a huge amount of people don't sell, the shorts have to cover, guess what? Boom, squeeze gonna go crazy. Next thing you know it, AMC is gonna do what GameStop did. It's already essentially up, literally double, if not triple, depending on what price you're looking at it. And that's just getting started. So from my knowledge, again, feel free to comment below in case there's new updates after this video is posted. If any of the shorts started to cover yet, or if technically the squeeze hasn't happened, then, I mean, at this price point, it's literally just sheer FOMO, people getting in. And again, guys, this video is just my own opinion. This is not financial advice. Use this video only for entertainment purposes only. Be sure to do your research before making any investments. But regarding AMC, based off what I've seen, it seems like they haven't even covered yet. So if that's the case, I mean, we're just getting started. And this is just on the 1 minute chart. So if you look at the 1 hour, and I even said it too, like Louis had the high of the 70s, but if we are still in the early stages, then this could easily do something similar to GameStop. And at that point, the sky's the limit. Obviously, you can't really put a price, I'd say, top on this because no one knows what's going to happen, right? If this, no one expected this going to hit 70 plus within this week. Well, it did. So next week, maybe today, I don't know. It's not even lunchtime yet. So maybe AMC could surge up after this video is posted. But in terms of next week, I mean, we'll have to wait and see what happens, depending on how the market does, volume and everything. But currently right now it's chilling. Now let's just see what some updates, guys, what's going on here. So this is actually pretty interesting. And it's the way the media like puts out articles, I've noticed. And this is, guys, seeing Trades apparently. You guys saw his interview and everything. The way they titled the articles, it sounds so negative. But in reality, like, this guy is one of the most bullish people behind AMC. And they title it as if AMC is worth half its price, right? Yet, in reality, he's referring to essentially the fundamentals, the financials, right? The revenue, the actual money they're generating. So if someone were to see this, they might, oh my gosh, oh, AMC is going to crash, blah, blah, right? Which it could. You can't predict that. But based off that, just the article, the title, it seems like the media has like both. It seems like they're doing mainly negative type of title headlines. Obviously, we know this if you follow media. That's how you get clicks. That's how they get, the views and all that. But in reality, this doesn't relate to the fundamentals, right? This has nothing to do with logic anymore. This is sheerly, they discovered potentially some information, shorts. Next thing you know, if everybody just holds and then has a higher price sell-off, then technically they will have to buy in at a higher price, aka their premium or whatever the price is selling at, which is right now significantly higher than at the $20 price point, let alone 10, etc., right? So as long as more people continue to hold, then the short squeeze on Twitter, which will apparently seems that is basically happening or going to happen, then guess what? We're just getting started. Now again, we'll have to wait. We'll have to wait and see how long this lasts, because this could be it, or this could just be the beginning. We don't know yet. GameStop, it was so hard to predict the top, so we don't really know. But here's something interesting. I saw this article. Apparently, Mudrick Capital says they no longer own debt or equity in AMC. Sources say. I love how they write these articles where it's like sources say. Like, what does that even mean? Does that mean like this isn't true, or is this just somebody just saying like a rumor? Again, we don't know the real information, but you can just see here some highlights and all that. But that's just some article I want to show you guys there. But here's what's funny that a lot of people weren't really sure of, but Adam actually confirmed and said in the interviews that they actually plan to support to issue 25 million more shares. So this was actually, I was watching the interview with Trade Trades, and he talks about, clarifies about the shares, and pretty much they plan to issue 25 million more shares. So here we can go ahead and read through some of the highlights here, and pretty much they stated that the last thing is, he said, the last push to persuade investors to allow AMC to issue more stock comes just months after it failed to gain shareholder supports to that 500 million share. So instead of doing 500 million, they're going to do up to 25 million this time. And then if this is approved, the company would not be allowed to sell any of that stock until 2022. So at that point, at least 2021, it seems like most holders are technically, they're just going to be holding, at least for the company, the top people, plus majority, it seems like, during the squeeze. But this was interesting. I saw this article, and basically, let me see if I can find the exact quote. This article states, and also I didn't watch every single second of the interview, but you guys can definitely go back and check. Apparently, Adam, CEO, said that retail owns more than 80% at the last counts of AMC shares. So what does that mean? That means that the retail investors, the apes, the Wall Street bets, the Reddit community, we essentially have control of what happens at AMC. If everybody decides to sell off, guess what? If we own majority of the shares, then guess what's going to happen? The price is going to tank. Now, if everybody decides to hold, then mathematically speaking, if people have to buy back in and you keep holding, the price is going to go up and up and up. Next thing you know it, short squeeze occurs, boom. That's how essentially what supposedly is planned out to happen. But until then, technically, we'll just have to wait. And I don't know the top. I don't think anybody knows the top. There's some predictions you can make, but again, it's all based off of the community, what they decide to do. And even at GameStop, if we are still in the early phases, like I keep saying on GameStop squeeze, then AMC still has some more potential. But if we are wrong, then we'll find out when that happens. But looking at here, let's pretend if we're in this area of GameStop, eventually the same for AMC, then there's just all this upside right here, potentially, right? Now, does AMC gonna surpass this or even hit it? We don't know yet. It could go less, it could go more than this. We don't know, but when it does happen, if it goes as planned, the market cap AMC is gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna be so humongous that I could see what's gonna happen is a lot of news articles gonna start coming out saying, "Oh, AMC is super overvalued," all this negative articles, and that's potentially what could happen if AMC were to run up significantly. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that. That could take the price too. But in reality, we gotta wait. We have to wait and see what happens. But aside from that, guys, let me know your thoughts, your price predictions on AMC in the comments below. And like the video, share with your friends, and I'll see you in the next one.